No matter what life throws that you take it on. Whoa, fight like a tiger, walk in the park, play the hero till I die. Fly like an eagle, soar through the sky, be free till you die. I don't believe in any miracles. I risk a lot any day. Gambling's only for fools. Take nothing for granted. If you don't seize the chance, it's over for you. Life never goes the way you want. That's how it is. No matter what happens, face it all head on. Whoa, fight like a tiger, walk in the park, play the hero till I die. Fly like an eagle, soar through the sky, be free till you die. Life is about swimming against the harshest wave. The moment you give in, you'll get wiped out. Oh, fight like a tiger, walk in the park, play the hero till I die. Fly like an eagle, soar through the sky, be free till you die. Fight like a tiger. Fight like a tiger. Fly like an eagle, soar through the sky, be free till I die.
Alright then. Minus a few ups and downs with restream. This is going fine so far. I'm gonna leave my butt open for myself, because this game is pretty absent when it comes to music. So there's a non-zero chance that oh my god, if you tell me this shit every time I open the game, I will lose my mind. You know, you're some. I mean, I already did, technically. Unless that's what they were asking me. In which case, I'll just, you know, move it on over. Though I guess if I haven't 100%ed Ground Zeroes yet, then, you know. But at the same time, do I need to? Because transferring over Ground Zeroes data to the Phantom Pain gives you a little bit of boost in like resources and stuff. But at the same time, I'm also gonna be having to deal with like FOBs and shit, and you know, waiting real ass time for things to pass. I'm gonna need to bump that audio up like a lot. It is really fun. That might be too loud, but I mean, okay, so this is what I sound like normally. It's balancing out at around like -20. And the game's, you know, hovering around like 25, 30-ish. I'll see. Yes, thank you, I know. You just have to upload it when it's all on the same console, but... Oh well. Yeah, take me to the Phantom Pain, the other full video game in this video game. Well, if it isn't Gavin, hey Buster, how are you doing? Today we're doing the Phantom Pain, and trust me, we're gonna be here for a while. I don't mean like in the stream way, that's like, I'm here for 3 hours. No, I mean like the tutorial for this game. Well, you can consider it a tutorial. Is an hour long, so we'll be here for a hot minute before we get into like any actual gameplay. And then even when the actual gameplay starts, it won't be the end of the tutorials, because it never is. It never is. I've got to remember I'm playing on PS4 and not, you know, PC, because I mentioned it during the Ground Zeroes stream, but hey Alfonso. But, you know, on PC, with actual controller controls, you press the select button, and that is way louder than...
Mayday! Mayday! Controls unresponsive! Tower, do you read? Shit.
Also, yeah, remember the end of Ground Zeroes when we were crashing the helicopter? That's what this is. We're starting with that. Boom. Yeah, on PC, you press the select button, and then the game pauses, you know, like a select button. But on PS4, you press the select button, and oh no, it's a share button. Because Sony's made a bunch of fucking troglodytes. So you have to use the touchpad and the separate halves of it to pause or not pause. And at that point, why don't you just not do that? Also, we're in Outer Heaven, reference to Metal Gear, the first one. Are you Gavin because you're Lightning, or Lightning because you're Gavin? The second one. And the Man Who Sold the World. That's a David Bowie song. Am I gonna have to mute this? Probably. I didn't have to mute it in my Metal Gear video, and I let it play for like pretty long. So I don't know if the song actually is copywritten. Metal Gear, yeah, no copyright restrictions. Like I let up to like that. I let that much of the song play, so I have no idea if it's just a length thing or if the song really isn't copywritten. I really hope that it's not the, you know, the fact that it's copyright or the length thing, considering how anal YouTube can be about it other times, where I've let music play for like 3 seconds and it's like, oh, I heard that. I could just not risk it and mute the game, especially since nothing actually happens for a very long time when the song's playing. So, you know what, freak it. Okay, I'll mute the PS4 and then put on this shit. Okay, this doesn't quite fit the vibe we're going for. Neither does that. Neither does that. Neither does that. Neither does that. Yeah, sure. Granted, considering how long I let it play up until now, it might already be too late. But here's hoping. Yes, this is the entire opening of the game. I meant it when I said an hour of suffering. When this game begins, it is not an hour of playing a video game. It is an hour of this bullshit. Not exactly. It's more than just this bullshit. Not that I'm complaining. But, it's certainly not very involved, the bullshit, I'll tell you what. It's time to expand the channel. Here's what I'm brewing, YouTube Shorts. I've definitely thought about making shorts either out of you know, parts of my videos that I think would make good shorts, parts of my streams that I think would make good shorts. But there's two problems with that. The first being I'm really lazy. I don't want to go through all my shit again to see what would make good shorts. The second problem being... No, this is the first one, actually. I remember, because I was thinking about this like months ago, and I was like, oh yeah, I should do shorts. And there was two things I came up with, and one of them was lazy day. I don't know what the other one was. Perhaps that means there was never another one, and it truly is just that I am too lazy to do shorts. Oh, is the song over now? Are we good? OBS. Well, that's playing over the radio, so if it picks up at this point, I'll kill myself. I need Minecraft parkour with text-to-speech, bot reciting a most likely made-up Reddit story. Right as the story's about to get to the juicy part, you need to plug a part 2 on your channel. That I will never do. That I would rather kill myself than do.
V has come too.
Get it? V, like 5? Like the Roman numeral for 5, it's a V. Kojima is very smart. Yeah. I don't remember what any of my more in-depth settings looked like for MGS5, so these are probably just gonna be fine. Yeah, check it out. Oh right, Metal Gear Online. Metal Gear Online, am I right? But no, I absolutely should do shorts. Yeah, that's good for that. It really is as simple as I don't want to spend the time going through all my old stuff to find the, you know, most clippable parts. Because the videos would be easy. Aside from the Doom video, maybe. I don't like how the audio sounds in that one anymore. So, that one I'd be a little bit more, for lack of a better term, anal about. But I could absolutely do... I could absolutely do the Metal Gear video. Maybe less of the Ace Attorney one, since that one was just me talking about, like, one specific topic, about, essentially, one thing. I don't know, a part of that video I could be like, oh yeah. You know, here's the most interesting part that you could listen to in a minute-long segment.
Look up, please.
Yep. This is the beginning of Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain.
Very good. How do you feel now? Can you speak? What is your name? When were you born? Can you recall?
Well, sure, howdy. Not that it'll matter all that much, considering the fact that I'm not going to be playing Metal Gear Online, but, you know. A man can dream. Oh, that's just my email. Womp womp. Yeah, not that it matters. That is the email that I use for YouTube and all that, so...
Good. Now then.
Does YouTube still show off your email on your channel, being like, hey, this is the email this person uses for the blah-blah-blah-blah?
I need to tell you something. Please listen and try not to panic. You've been
When you
in a
say
coma
that, it just
for
makes me want to panic.
quite some time.
More
Yes,
info?
I know. You
Yeah,
would
no,
like
I'm
to
not
know
seeing
how
it.
long.
Though maybe it's just not on mobile. Who
I'm
knows?
afraid it's been 9 years.
9 years? That's like 18 times 6 months. Have they released Venom Let There Be Carnage yet?
Try not to panic.
What about Morbius? Are we getting a sequel with the Vulture? I gots to know.
Be alright.
Streams would obviously be the more easy thing to make clips out of, but then I'd have to watch like 3-hour streams. And it's not that I, can't watch my own content over again. But hey, you.
It's been 1 week since you came to. Now, let's try getting you out of that bed. Nurse.
But, 3 hours is a long time. And that's the shorter ones.
Don't worry.
I've done streams that go for like 5 hours sometimes. I did one like a couple days ago with Jordan.
CPM therapy and EMS. Now, I need to explain something.
9 years. Is GTA 6 out yet? Considering the timeline of this game, taking place in 84, I
9
believe.
years ago, you were injured.
I think GTA 1 just came out. When did the first
Upon
GTA come out?
examination,
I know it was a
we
computer
discovered
game.
108
So I assume it was
foreign
like,
bodies embedded within.
ages ago. But I actually
In
have no
addition to
idea.
shrapnel, we also found fragments of human bone and human teeth.
97.
Most of it was removed.
Hippie
But
stick.
some of the fragments still remain.
We're going over the helicopter injury. Apparently I've got like a billion pieces of teeth and shrapnel in my chest. Which is strange, because there was like, what, 4 people in that helicopter? I doubt that anyone got injured hard enough to send their teeth flying into me.
Look at this. The fragments are lodged deep within your cerebral.
Especially since
cortex.
Kaz, he's still fine. Like, yeah, Chico
We could give
died.
you an MRI, the metal, you see. But
Aside from
even
that,
if we were to extract it,
it's just the medic and the pilot, and the pilot's too far away, obviously.
a brain hemorrhage.
Best opening sequence of video game history?
Mental and physical impairment are unavoidable. However,
I don't
current
particularly...
status is not
Oh,
life
is chat not
threatening.
appearing on screen? That's
One more thing.
strange.
This X-ray is of your upper body.
Twitch chat is working, but not YouTube chat.
Best to understand your situation sooner than later.
But thank you for coming around, Ronin Ghost. New fan of the
Please
channel.
Look down.
And, we might disagree about, like, how good the opening sequence is, but... Also, yeah, no arm. It's a good thing I don't beat with my left.
Try to calm down. Calm down.
Well, actually, maybe Snake does, because he's going crazy over this one.
Yes. Calm down. Yes.
I've been in a coma for 9 years and you haven't taken out the teeth in my brain yet. Also that, yeah. Like, I get it's the 80s, surgery isn't, like, that good yet, but come on. You couldn't have taken a few of them out? You check the PlayStation Plus June monthly games? I don't have PlayStation Plus. I'm not gonna pay a $60... Or actually, no, it's more now, isn't it? I'm not gonna pay a $70, $80 tax on every video game that I play. Or just on owning the console, rather.
It's true. There are those who wish you would never woken up.
Especially unfortunate for fighting games.
You should be dead, but you're not.
It's like, oh yeah, I want to play the newest Guilty Gear on my PlayStation 4 or 5. Sorry, buddy, but you actually have to pay $80 for that. And so I'd rather just not do that, you know? And like, yeah, there's PlayStation Plus games, but I'm building up a game collection, I'd rather just buy them physically. So I can have them, and own them, and not have to continue to pay $80 so I can continue to play them. Who's this handsome
I'm
devil?
going to change your appearance. We have no other choice.
No other choice? We have no other choice? Zero other choice? I don't know if that's true. Damn, you silly goose, you forgot about the box of teeth in the helicopter? True. Forgot we can't go flying with our lucky box of teeth. Also, the customization options in this game are extremely limited, so I'm essentially just gonna go with whatever's the closest black eye to me. Which I think is this. Because, yeah, these are the hairstyles. You get this, that's it. Like, oh, okay, cool. Plus, I'm not gonna be playing Metal Gear Online, so most of this actually doesn't even matter. I take off the fucking... what's it called? Tattoo? Anywho, yeah, sure, whatever. Exaggerated hot take? It's not, okay, yes, it's exaggerated. It's not every game that you pay $80 to, you know, thing. But it's so much for online when I can just use my PC and not have to pay for online, which is what I do. And guess what? I'm $80 heavier.
Face has healed nicely. To tell you the truth, these bandages were more for your protection, to hide you from those who want you dead.
Oh, so you didn't have to change my appearance. You could have just used the
As of
bandages.
today, your name is Ahab.
Okay.
Forget everything. Your name, your past.
Yep. Right. You hear something? Is that just me? Just me? Alright, yeah. That checks out. Snake beats with both hands. It's optimal. Life has truly peaked. I mean, not anymore. Will you ever do an MGS AMV? Probably not. Because Metal Gear Solid gameplay is not that intense for me to be like, hey, wait a minute, I thought you said you changed my face. What's going on here? Doc, I'm supposed to be a black guy.
It becomes.
I was supposed to say the N-word. My plans are ruined. It looks like yours are too. She held a little steady. I'm trying to, you know, get a real good look. You're kind of fucking up my whole flow, man. She is really digging that thing in. I think it's a little bit late for the gun, man. Oh, thanks. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid gameplay is not, like, intense enough for me to be able to make a good music video out of it. Maybe one day if I find the right song. Because the way I even come up with these things is I'm just listening to the songs as they are, and I'm like, thinking about it in my head, and I'm like, this would be cool, and then I do it. So, if it ever comes to me, then, like, sure, but otherwise, no. Damn, I thought she was white. Yeah, that's what they all say. That's what they all say. Like literally, actually, that's what they all say. I don't think I've come across a single person in the entirety of my life who has ever heard my voice and was like, yeah, sounds like a black guy. Also, yeah, I forgot to do the YouTube chat. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube chat isn't working. Stream elements. Overlay. It's working in stream elements, but it's not showing up in the actual stream. What the hell? Boom. Someone in the YouTube chat type in so I can see if it shows up now. Blackface, yeah. Metal Gear Online 3 is still popping. Sure, but like, man, she's really enjoying herself. She can like hum the day away while she's choking me out. But yeah, no, I ain't fucking with no Metal Gear Online. Runaway slave haircut, yeah. I like my games for $3.99. True. But you know, I buy them when I can. I just want to pay for online because that's like not even necessary to pay for. It is necessary for some games, obviously, but yeah, fuck paying for it. Crazy how they can make you black but not remove the teeth. I know, right? Weird. Miss Dixon, can you please pass me a syringe? Yeah, no, she's done for. Yeah, I wanted to catch it with my fucked up arm, but no fingers, so.
Okay, have time to go.
Snake's Booty AMV, title Generational Booty. I mean, you know, maybe one day.
We gave her a light. She took the short way down.
Haha, good one.
Who am I? You're talking to yourself.
What does that mean?
Been watching over you for 9 years.
Is that foreshadowing?
Call me Ishmael.
Okay, Ishmael. Man, Kojima was a real big fan of Moby Dick when he wrote this.
In the land of the living.
He's also very smart. Also, yeah, YouTube chat is just not working. Not sure why, but sorry, YouTube chat, yeah, YouTube fans. But Twitch chat's taking over for today.
Need a little pick me up?
Can I just move it down without moving it over?
Nothing like a little digoxin to get you back in the game.
There we go. I'll have to remember to move it back, but you know, it's whatever. And just in time for me to play the game again. I'm going to be so real with you guys. I was not kidding when I said an hour of suffering. This right here, I'm holding forward on the left stick. What we are watching right now is what the next. How deep are we in the stream right now? The next
We're getting out of here.
33 or so minutes will look like. Probably closer to 40 since the beginning of the stream. Maybe if I jump out this window, it'll put out the flame. Like, yeah, that, who knows what the thought process is, but...
Let's take the stairs.
Yep. Making my way downtown. Walking fast. Faces past, and I'm homebound. Yeah, kind of annoyed about the YouTube chat thing, but this isn't the first time Stream Elements is fucking me over for actually no reason, so... I suppose I can't be all that surprised, but... Yep. Oh yeah. Thanks, Kojima. Also, did I fucking put the subtitles on? I mean, the answer is no, because Ishmael wasn't saying anything earlier. Display. There we go. Yeah, okay, yes, fucking... I said it last time, but just let me back out of the settings and assume that I want to keep the settings I was just on.
This isn't gonna work. We better take the elevator.
Why isn't it gonna work? On the stairs. What, too dark for you? What are you, a fucking pussy? Ishmael? More like bitchmael. This feels like the equivalent of taking a disabled kid's wheelchair and recording them flopping like a fish out of water. That's essentially what this is. Hey yo, who's that? Some motherfucker wearing a gas mask. What could that possibly mean? And he can float. What could that possibly mean? And he's on fire. What could that possibly mean?
Something's coming.
Yeah, it's not an elevator work, stupid. Didn't anyone tell you to fucking put out your booth when you're done with it? And he is really taking it. Yo, who the hell is that? Is that Mr. X from the hit game Resident Evil 2? Actually, never mind, no. It's just some guy who's on fire. You might even call him the guy on fire. Are we just not gonna talk about that? We're just gonna move on like nothing ever happened. Ishmael, we just watched an on fire guy walk up to us and then explode, and then turn into steam. You're honestly way calmer about this than most people would be, or should be, to be honest. Also, that is a great ass. Are you famous in a past life for having a fat ass?
Good, let's hurry.
I mean, kicked in is ironic given the fact that my legs seem to be working suboptimally, but I suppose you could technically use the terminology if you really wanted to.
Hold up, let's fix this.
But yeah, my arm's broken, I guess. Thing really flops around, huh?
Next time, do it yourself. It's always good to try.
Gavin's gay confirmed. I'm not gay, I'm just an ass man. I know a good ass when I see it.
Over
What's
there.
up, Gav? Hey, I'm just gonna call you Ogugwa, because your name used to be David. So I'm just gonna go by Ogugwa by now, or for now. Since that's like the only consistent part of your name. That's an American ass. The quote was more like, that's America's ass, but, you know, same diff.
Let's go. This way, hurry.
Yep.
Get down.
Yeah, so this is good old-fashioned Metal Gear. We're crawling now. Like the good old-fashioned days. Like in Metal Gear Solid 1, where crouch walking didn't exist. Shit, walking didn't even exist. It was full-blown run, or you're crawling. Big balls like big ass. Yep, absolutely.
Help me, please.
Is that him? Is that the guy? The audio might be a little bit low for you guys, but couldn't tell that was the voice of one Yuri Lowenthal. If I check the credits to see if it was him, absolutely not. I always just know when I hear it. Yuri has a very universal voice, to say the least. He never ever changed. Well, okay, I shouldn't say never. He's a very different Sasuke than Ben 10, but this close up, you would absolutely see Snake and Ishmael. Like, dog. But yeah, no, Yuri Lowenthal, very universal. Obviously, he can like change up his inflection a little, but for the most part, when you hear Yuri's voice, it's always like, oh yeah, that's him. Well, it's not like he needs to change it, because it just works for a lot of roles. Jesus Christ, this smells like a fucking worm. Get out of there. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Help me. I don't want to die.
Dude, get your own bed. Hey, who are you talking to? If I didn't know any better, I think there was someone else under this bed. But I won't think about that too much. Is this Johnny or Miller? No. This is Ishmael. Well, this is Snake, but you know, the guy we're with, that's Ishmael. His name's Ishmael. And remember that. His name is, in fact, Ishmael.
Here! Over here!
You should have Ben 10. No, you should have gone Goop. Okay, yeah, I'll be fair here. Goop would have survived that. Goop would have taken those shots. Yosuke, no, wake up. Troy Baker. I don't know. I don't know Troy Baker well enough to be like, oh yeah, it's the guy. But
Don't get caught in those searchlights. Here they come. Hurry.
yeah. Yeah, no, keep walking, snakes. It's not like we have fucking. Not like we have anywhere to be. Yes, game. L3 to dash. Hey, found some other guys. How you doing? They came prepared. They're like, oh yeah,
Move. Go.
we know they're gonna block up some doors, so bring a fucking industrial grade laser with us. It's a good thing we didn't go up. Am I right? Am I right? Did they miss all of their shots? Why'd they let him live for so long?
Come on. This way.
I think this way's better, but like, you know, whatever you say, Ishi. Gavin's blazing has finally begun. Good to know you have to have you on the team that gets it blazing.
Turn back.
I'm not doing all that, but I've never said Goop didn't have merits. I just think Goop's kind of lame compared to all the rest of the Alien Force aliens. Also, in the Speed Racer movie, I haven't seen it in over a decade, absolutely. I forget when the last time I saw it was.
It's all right. We'll be okay. I can't see what's happening.
And from what I remember, it's a very, you know, intense movie.
What's going on out there?
I don't know if it's necessarily like, you know, good or bad or whatever, or like a good adaptation, you know, the things people usually talk about. But
What is that?
I remember being good enough.
Hey!
Yo, Ishmael, what's going on up there? Ew, what happens to your ass? Where'd it go? Let the bodies hit the floor. 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 Oh good, that wasn't you. See, I thought your ass was wrong. Oh yeah, that's Ishmael. I should watch the Speed Racer movie again. At the very least, I know I won't be bored. Like, it may or may not be a, you know, bad movie, but yeah, I definitely won't be bored watching it. I'll say that much. I'm gonna steal Ishmael's joint, so I'm just gonna make my way under here. You said crouch walking is bad, why? Because it kind of defeats the point of, like, everything else in the game. Why would I ever crawl when I can just crouch walk? It's way faster, and gives me the same amount of stealth. Why would I ever run? It's not very stealthy. whatnot. But yeah, the problem with crouch walking is that it just kind of invalidates the other two forms of movement by a lot. Not totally, you know, obviously. You saw me crawling when I was playing the Phantom, or the Phantom, Ground Zeroes. But you're going to see me crouch walking a lot when we start getting to like actual gameplay in this video game. Believe it or not. I think Speed Racer is free on YouTube with ads. Let me check. Not that it matters, I would just, you know, hire it anyway, but... Speed Racer. Oh, it might not even be free with ads, it just says free.
Anything?
Well, I'll be.
Negative.
Whatever's easiest.
Keep looking.
You know, now I feel like a fucking stupid idiot asshole for putting Twitch chat up on screen, and the one guy who was in Twitch chat, he ain't even around no more.
This way.
Not like it matters. The YouTube chat wasn't working anyway. Like, what if? Plus, the interesting thing about Twitch chat is that it actually works even when I have the overlay off. Whereas with YouTube chat, if I turn the overlay off, it deletes whatever's in there. So let's see if it works now. I like how whenever Ishmael's in danger, his immediate response is to get on the floor and pop that booty. I mean, yeah. He's clearly learned from the best. I mean, I think they can still tell that we're alive by the fact that our heads are up. And we're looking around and breathing and whatnot. But hey, maybe you're right. Maybe they're really stupid. Oh, I think they're checking bodies. Ishmael, I don't know if this plan's gonna work out all that well. Yo, who's using that on? What the fuck? Yo, Ishmael. You better have a really good idea. Really, really quickly. What's the sign language? Oh. Sweet, they're not checking us. Ishmael, I think we're gonna be okay. We're gonna get out of this scot-free. Did you just piss yourself? Did that guy just piss himself? Did your piss reach all the way to that guy's foot? Oh. Snake, dude. He is the worst at playing dead I've ever seen in my life. Bro, Snake was like, hmm? Snake, dude, come on. You had one job. Oh, hi, not Psycho Mantis. Oh, the guy on fire's back. Ishmael, put him out with your piss. Did MGS3 have the crouch walk problem? MGS3 didn't have crouch walking. That was invented for MGS4. Delta is gonna have crouch walking, but the original Metal Gear Solid 3 did not have crouch walking in it, so... Why does everyone jump out the window when they're on fire? What's up with that? Yo, I think he ate the grenade, dog. Okay, crazy idea. Maybe enough with the munitions. He might be absorbing them. I mean, that's just context clues, but... Ouch. Yeah, no, MGS3, no crouch walking, so we've not had the crouch walk problem by virtue of not having crouch walking. So there are no cons to crouch walking. It's not that there are no cons. It's that all the cons aren't really huge deals. Like the cons of crouch walking are that it's not as stealthy as crawling. But in MGS4, that never mattered. And in this game, it rarely matters. So yeah, so it's not that it has no... Hey, that outfit looks familiar. This guy on fire seems kind of a familiar guy, but I can't quite place it. But yeah, if you want to hear more about crouch walking, watch the hit video Tactical Espionage Action by YouTuber Gavin is Lightning. Unfortunately, though, I am a video essayist, so I am a right-wing grifter who is lying to you. Keep that in mind. Ishmael, the piss! I mean, yeah, that works too, but like... I think you could have done with the piss. MGS3 had another problem, trank shots. Trank shots aren't a problem. If anything, they're like one of the things that makes MGS3 good. Is that if you're good at the game, you can play the game easier. You know? It's like the most linear way of making things make sense.
Hold on. You better stop and treat that injury.
If you're good at the game, you'll always have a silencer. If you're good at the game, you'll always have more trank shots. If you're good at the game, you won't have to ever deal with more than a couple people at a time. Trank shots are actually goated. In fact, they're one of the things that makes MGS3 so good. And one of the reasons that MGS4 is the worst Metal Gear Solid game by a country mile is because you can just fucking buy everything. But you already knew that, since you already watched Tactical Espionage Action and hit YouTuber Gavin is Lightning. So, I need not explain this to you. That's Psycho Mantis. I mean, how many other gas mask wearing floating people do you know in the Metal Gear Solid universe? Damn, you fucking popped that guy. Ishmael's kinda goated. My Apex Legends teammate. You fool, how was that one Buddhist to set myself on fire? It's my fetish. I mean, you can absolutely survive setting yourself on fire multiple times. You just gotta be really quick with putting the fire out. So what would you do? Take it away or nerf it in some way? I would take it away. I would simply say crouch walking does not need to be in Metal Gear Solid.
Hold down the aim button to aim, then press the attack button to fire.
What's an attack button? What's an aim button? Ishmael, you're not making sense. Oh, what? I wish you had told me we were... Ow. That's not fair. Crazy thing is you have to kill those guys, so this is the first time Snake cannot be a non-lethaler. Well, actually, no, that's not technically true. You do have to be a little bit more overt with your lethality in this game than Metal Gear Solid 2 to 4. That's why this game doesn't have a non-lethal achievement. Because they knew it was fucking impossible. Because they made a bad video game. They made a bad video game, Petey. That's a reference so few people will get. And even among the ones who get it, they won't remember it. Who would? Aside from me. But yeah, no, I would just say take out crouch walking. There's no need for it. It didn't have a purpose in the game it was introduced in, and it certainly doesn't have a purpose in this game.
I'll run interference.
Well, okay, that's not technically true. It does kind of have a purpose in this game, but that's because this game has design problems. So, it's kind of a band-aid solution. Just running guns blazing, huh? And of course he leaves me to pick up the slack, because he's a fucking... He disappeared? Did Dishmel fucking disappear into the ether? What the hell? There is no way they know where I am. Bullshit.
Search the area.
Is that everyone, or...? No, you didn't. Haven't you ever heard of fucking reflex mode? See? Snake's goated with it. And then I Millie Rock right out the entrance. Hey, Ishmael. How'd you get out there? Trank guns are goated, but they're way too good and make everything weapon obsolete. But that's kind of not true, though, for two reasons. For one, Trank guns are still limited by range. So there will be times where you might just want to use a different weapon, like the Trank Sniper, which you only get from non-lethally killing the end. Hi, Psycho Mantis. But yeah, it doesn't make every other weapon obsolete, just most of them. Hey, you can't even exclusively use the Trank pistol against the pain. You have to use explosives or a shotgun in order to even expose him. Assuming you want to take him out non-lethally. So there's that. There are the times where you just have to use a different weapon. There are the times where, like I said, limited by range. And also the fact that making every other weapon obsolete, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe the game actually doesn't need to have that many weapons. It is a stealth game after all. Like, I know it's called tactical espionage action, but the espionage part is like always the best part of Metal Gear. So maybe it's actually a good thing if all the weapons are obsolete. Maybe I want a Metal Gear Solid game where I only have to use a Trank pistol and, you know, my bare hands and feet. Maybe I don't need two different kinds of assault rifles. Did you ever think of that, Kojima? Shit, that's just Metal Gear Solid 3. In Metal Gear Solid 4, there's like a dozen different assault rifles, a dozen different pistols, a dozen different SMGs, and I don't know why you need all that. Frankly, there just isn't much point. It's one of the reasons that I say Metal Gear Solid 1 is, like, debatably the best game in the series. Because, you know, I think 3 is the best, but Metal Gear Solid 1 makes a very solid case for itself, in that, you know, Metal Gear Solid 1 doesn't have the problem of being over-sexualized to one weapon. There's a reason to use the pistol, there's a reason to use the assault rifles, there's a reason to use the sniper rifle. And of course, there's only one of all these types of weapons, so you're not constantly debating with literally no one about how you may or may not need to use this, that, or third thing. You just use the fucking thing that you need to use.
Move in. Go, go, go.
Guys, I wouldn't recommend the whole gun thing. He kinda just takes those. He is him. Oh, hi, Psycho Mantis. Is this guy stupid? Yep. Why did Psycho Mantis use a helicopter to fucking kill a bunch of guys? Who knows? Why is Psycho Mantis helping the guy on fire? Who knows? Why is Psycho Mantis even here? Who knows? For how much this series is guilty of over-explaining things, there's a lot of things in this game that just don't get explained. At least don't get explained, what's it? You know... substantially. Because, like, you technically find out why Psycho Mantis is here, but it's not really an answer to why. It's just an answer to why. Which sounds retarded, but I mean that when I say it. Like, they tell you, oh, there's a psychic kid who was, like, doing shit. So it is technically telling you why Psycho Mantis is here. But why is he, like, here, specifically, doing these things? And the answer is that because he felt like it. And the answer at the end of this game will be because he felt like it. And the answer that got taken out of the final release because they didn't finish this video game was it because they felt like it. Or because he felt like it. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing that cut ending because they didn't finish the video game, as previously stated. If they had finished the video game, that'd be awesome, but they didn't. Fuck you. Alright, well, I tried. How ironic. This is my favorite manga, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Which I think at this point is only on part 2. This is 84. And JoJo's is like, what, 81? Actually, it might be in part 3. Because the OVA came out in the 80s, right? I don't know why I said right like that, but... JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Here you go, Rocky. 87? Huh. When did the OVA come out? I swear that it was like the 80s. No, 90s. Huh. Shame on me. What the fuck is the point of the Scorpion, the AK, and MGS3? There is no point, and I would argue that they shouldn't have been in the game in the first place, because you never need to use them, because it's a stealth game. Ouchie. How'd they break the windshield? But they didn't hit either of us with bullets. Well, maybe they hit Ishmael. He seems to be not taking it too well. Which game is action better, MGS5 or MGS4? MGS5, easy. In fact, in hit video, tactical espionage action by Leesburg, Adam's Lightning. The action is like the best it's ever been in MGS5 because the controls actually work. The only like negative is the recovering health automatically, which is lame and stupid and shouldn't be in most video games. But it's better than MGS4, because in MGS4 there really was no combat. Because in MGS4, the AI still works the same as like MGS2 and 3 AI, which is a bunch of guys who walk at you, and you shoot at them. Hey, where'd Ishmael go? I thought he was dead. Curious. Very good, always wear your seatbelt. True. If he hadn't been wearing a seatbelt, Snake would have died. Thanks, Kojima, for teaching the kids good lessons. Just like how in the first, or not the first cutscene, but like the first mission cutscene for DMC5, they put a don't smoke after they showed Nico puffing her goddamn brains out. After like the coolest scene in the game. They'd be like, guys, I know this looked awesome, but don't smoke. What's going on here? What are we doing? Oh. Yeah, why is there a fire whale? Also, thanks for saving me, psychic kid, I guess. Why is that horse flying? Why is that unicorn on fire and flying? Yeah, no, 5 does the action better, because there's, like, more controls and shit. I should say does action better from a theoretical standpoint. Because in practice, there he is, it's the guy. Who are you? Why should I believe you?
Hurry!
Okay. You know what? I'll take my options between the on-fire horse and the not on-fire horse.
Hang on! Use this. Watch our backs.
Okay. Ow. I mean, granted, in my experience, guy on the horse, he doesn't take too well to the whole gunfire thing, and also can blow through trees like that. But I mean, if you're saying shoot him, then I'll shoot him. Like, why not, right? Who's back from the dead? Look at this blonde man on the horse possibly be talking about. Honestly, I'm surprised we've holding him off so far. Like, at all. Considering how he reacted previously to the whole, you know, gun thing, like every other scenario in this video game. The MGS inconsistency couldn't be me. I don't know, probably.
You shook him off.
I don't know how. You lie! Ocelot, he employed the very simple and useful tactic of going around and assuming that we would still go in the same direction. What? Sure. This horse is taking on the fire pretty well. Like, I don't know if you've ever actually been around a horse in real life, but them motherfuckers are big old scary cats. They are huge pussies. That's why you're not supposed to stand behind a horse, because, like, any sudden anything... Did he survive that fall? What the fuck? Never mind, this horse is goated. Yeah, any sudden anything that spooks the horse will cause them to, you know, kick their back feet. And if you're standing behind a horse and that happens, you'll probably get every bone in your body crushed. Assuming they don't hit your head and kill you instantly. I did awaken. Sweet, our first S rank. You're ready to see that a lot. This game is very hard. But see, I told you, an hour of suffering. We've been here for about an hour. Anyway, chat, forgot about that. Well, we'll cut off from MGS5. The end of the game. Like, after what is kind of the ending of this game, there's supposed to be an entire other chapter where you fight Liquid in Sahel Anarchus on a completely different island. Or I think it's still in Africa, but you know, it's a new place. But yeah, this game was not finished. There's not an ending to this video game. The last mission in this video game is playing the mission we just played again, but with like 2 new cutscenes.
Come on.
Was it just hallucinating that? What's going on here? Who is this blonde jacketed man? This guy's OP? Yeah, the man on fire is a bit overpowered. It's kind of surprising how he doesn't kill Snake throughout any time they interact, but, you know, it is what it is. Who's gonna have the call out? Kendrick or Vegapunk? Yeah, probably Vegapunk, because he's beefing with the whole government.
The name's Ocelot.
That's Ocelot?
You know who I am.
Oh, yeah, no, obviously, because,
gave me
you know.
a job to do. 2, actually.
2 men or 2 jobs?
To get you out of that hospital.
Okay, 2 jobs.
Second is to rescue the man himself.
Me, because I'm Big Boss. I don't know why you said it like that, but...
You remember?
Yeah, I do, because I'm Big Boss.
Your partner 9 years ago, Kazuhira Miller.
Kaz, my buddy, my pal, how's he doing?
9 years back, your private army came under attack by Cypher.
I remember.
We're considered dead.
Well, the helicopter exploding and such.
When Cypher found you.
Lost my arm and all that.
Them. The whole world wants you dead.
Why? I didn't even do anything for real. I was just trying to be a big boss.
Build that private army of yours one more time.
The private army that made the whole world want to kill me? I don't know if that's a good idea, but like, you know, I'll take your word for it.
First, we need to save Miller. He's in Afghanistan.
Ew, the third world. Also, classic Snake. Thing you just said? Question mark?
What?
Yeah, we're back, baby.
World affairs in a coma?
World Affairs. Or sorry, no, we're not doing David. We're not David Hayter anymore. Sorry, World Affair.
Muslims are fighting back with Western.
No, still too much emotion. World
Miller
Affair.
was training
There we go.
Mujahideen rebels when he was captured by the Soviets. The Reds' 40th Army. Troop strength somewhere around 100,000.
Done some work on him. Wait, what if the protagonist shot him? That's crazy enough to work. I mean, that's how it works. Did you know that MGS5 was released on PS3 and Xbox 360? Yeah. Most games, up until like 2016-ish, released on both gens. Because that's how gens generally worked.
I give him 2 weeks.
Arkham Knight also released on the last gen, or the gen before PS4 and Xbox
I
One.
only took it on to keep you safe.
So yeah, it just happens.
Well, there's our ride. It's a whaling ship. Had a pretty good deal on her once the IWC started raising a stake.
What's the IWC? Are you assuming that I know what that is?
Another 3 overland.
Kojima, I hate you
Won't have much
personally.
time once we're there.
The burning passion.
Don't take too long getting used
Call
to
me
it.
the guy on fire.
Hang on. Ha!
Yoji Shinkawa could have fooled me. If I wasn't using my eyeballs, I couldn't tell you that fucking Yoji Shinkawa was the art director for this game. 'Cause, you know, it's not to say this game looks ugly or anything. It doesn't. It looks competent. When I look at the characters in this game, I don't go, "Yo, Yoji Shinkawa." I go, "Oh, it's Metal Gear but lamer." Say what you will about Metal Gear Solid 4 or Guns of the Patriots, and how that game's story sucks, and how that game's gameplay sucks. But, you know, I look at a lot of the new characters and new designs in that game, and I go, yeah, it's Metal Gear. But this game, it's like, okay, Sahelanthropus. Alright, that's it. You know? And we don't even know what that is yet. I can control the things with my mind now. I have a claw. That should be Dr. Claw from hit show, what's it called? What? I had no idea that that's where this song was from until I first played this game. Like, I remember I was playing it on, when I first played it a year ago. I got to this part and I was like, wait, are they playing the meme song? And I was like, oh wait, no, it's from this game. This is what, I think it's called Sins of the Father. And that's this game's main theme, kinda. Which you'd be surprised by, considering the fact that you never fucking hear it! This game has no music, but, you know, it's neither here nor there. Thoughts on MGR? From what I've played of it so far, the combat is interesting. I like the parry system, but some of the enemies are just really annoying. And the missions go on for way too long. And frankly, I think Blade Mode controls like shit. We're only 2 missions in, so I guess I can't speak on it, like, deeply or anything. From what I've played so far, it's like, you know, it's an alright action game.
The area ahead is under total Soviet control.
Yep.
Miller's been captive.
Also, I promise eventually we're gonna get to a point where I just start skipping cutscenes. I'm only doing it for now because, like, after the beginning of this game, there are not a lot of cutscenes ever. So I might as well let you guys get the absolutely 100% required story now, because we won't be seeing it for a while once we get to certain parts of the game. Also, this one's Venom Snake. We're Venom now, no longer naked. And Revolver, Shalashaska, Ocelot. That's that guy. The blonde guy. Where'd his personality go? You know. You tell me. Guess starting the Skull's Parasite unit. Wow, spoilers. By the way, get ready to see that often. This game spoils, like, every cool reveal in it in the opening credits. Because Kojima's a hack fraud and doesn't understand how TV works, and also is an idiot and a hack fraud. And I hate him. Did I mention that?
After 9 years on ice, solo infiltration of the Soviet main ground forces.
Are you just gonna skip the quiet scene? Probably not. Like, yeah, there's titties in it, but it's video game titties. Highly realistic video game titties, but still titties or still video game titties nonetheless. I don't think YouTube is gonna get on my ass about it. Though at the same time, I might skip it just to skip it, because it's not like it's a very impactful scene. I just don't think it is. I don't remember much of what happens in it. Why would they tell me to use the touchpad for the eye droid, not the pause button?
The problem is we don't know his exact location. Finding it is your first priority.
Yeah, okay, I know how the video game works.
Or should I say your end scope?
It's called binoculars, man.
Straight ahead. All right, that's the village. If you see something through the binoculars and you need more information, just give me a call. I'll tell you anything I can about it.
Yeah, okay. I'm pressing the call button right now. Why aren't you doing anything?
That's Violo Village. The Violo Calais. The villagers fled the war and evacuated a while back. Since then, it's
You and Kojima should great friends.
A few days ago, Miller was taken
Probably not.
en route towards Dewandeha. You may be able to pick up the trail there.
And I promise you, whenever his next stealth action game or whatever, you know, his next his
My
successor to Metal
Now you won't have
Gear.
to worry about getting lost along the way.
Whenever his successor to Metal Gear comes out, I promise you that if that game is bad, I will be on the fraud watch.
We fail.
Day
He
one.
dies. We lose our chance of revenge. But we need more intel. If you just go charging into Doandehar, you'll be putting both your lives at risk. See what you can find out first. The Soviets
Yes,
have
that's
other
how
outposts,
tactical
not just
espionage
the one
works.
you
It's in the
saw.
fucking title, man.
Afghanistan is a big place. I expect you'll become quite familiar with those binoculars as you plan your next move. How and where you make it, well, that's up to you.
Vegapunk, Celestial Dragons more my Celestial
You're on
Pedos.
your own.
We know about Ginny and Boa. Yeah. Yeah.
You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield. That's why
Boa
you
was just like an
take
actual
this mission
child.
yourself.
Is that not fucking crazy?
Put those 9 years behind you, and return as Big Boss.
Okie
That's
dokie.
how Koss would want it. I'll be sending additional
Mercury,
intel
shut him
by
down, he
road.
knows too much. Damn it, Seth, why'd you have to hit that? They look the same.
Not one of Miller's bodyguards survived.
You know. How old was Ginny when she went in?
All we found on the scene
I don't think we get like specific ages during the Kuma flashbacks.
You'll be missing them. And you're his only hope of getting them back.
Thanks for the sick advertisement, Kojima. Like, by the way, if you wanna buy Kazuhiro Miller's epic sunglasses, type this. It's Amazon.com.
Now go! Let the legend come back to life.
Yeah, whatever, man. Yeah. But before we do that, how do I get off the horse? Triangle, of course. GTA 5 controls.
Why don't you do a little more practice in those ruins?
Shut up.
Shooting, taking cover, climbing obstacles.
Oh, I forgot. That shit off.
See to it that 9-year gap doesn't slow you down.
And I hope you guys didn't have a fucking aneurysm watching those goddamn camera shakes. Can I not jump off from here? I probably have to do it from the rock. Or, you know, I miss like a fucking idiot. God damn it. I keep trying to micromanage my angle before I go off. There we go. Never mind, can't pick it up anyway. And there's a diamond somewhere up here. As much as I would like to just say fuck it, we're gonna need all the money we can get. There you are.
Even the sheerest cliffs are
There we go.
climbable if there are cracks you can use as handholds. You might even find some unexpected routes that way. Keep an eye
Like
out for
where?
cracks on your travels.
See, the thing is, they introduced you to that pretty early into this game, but for all the time that I played Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, which, trust me, was a long time, I checked, there was only, like, one time I ever even found a crack to use. Or no, I think there was two. There was one, like, along a route I was trying to get past, then one that I had to use to access a certain mission, or, like, side objective. Force controls. Why would they make the fucking touchpad also control the pause button? Why not just have the pause button control the pause button? Why is this game so bad? Horse. Speed up a square. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, so I have to be moving. Yeah, that makes sense. If Gavin worked with Kojima, he would scrutinize every bit he does and would be fired. I don't even know if Kojima fires for that. Because if the stories about other Metal Gear games are to be believed, then they kind of just let anyone on staff be like, yo, what if you could do this in the game? And they're like, alright, put it in.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
By the way, this is Metal Gear Solid 5, by the way. You're seeing it right now. We're in the open world. Yep, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain is an open world video game. And if you know me, you know that I hate open world video games.
There's a Soviet guard post. There are bound to be guards. Take a look with your binoculars. Put the enemy in the center of your field of view.
Or not Taz, Ocelot. I'm skipping right past that bullshit. Get out of my goddamn ear with all that. Now you want to do the big shut up. Fake ass cowboy accent. You're Russian, man.
Extraction
Your name is fucking Shalashaska. You try to put on this southern drawl for.
You're almost at the enemy outpost, Violo Village. The village is crawling with enemy soldiers. Just go waltzing in. Start with some recon. Is there anywhere that overlooks the village?
Yep. Ocelot will be talking in our ear this entire mission. And they will not stop talking in our ear for the entire fucking video game.
Binoculars to recon the place. Look at where the enemies are stationed. Look at their gear. Take it all in. There should be a command post somewhere. See any buildings with tighter security? If there are clues to Miller's whereabouts, I'll bet you can find them.
Shut up. Anyway, not this. This. Whoa. I didn't mean to let it rock for that long, but I forgot how to take it off. Alright, it's go time. Luckily, the night vision goggles aren't quite as good as they were in Ground Zeroes. I can't see their body heat from like a million miles away, but I can when I get close enough. So
Find some place to drop them out of sight.
I think I'll be fine. How would you feel if MGS had a crafting system? Like you could turn rats into a cool slingshot, or turn the fangs into less operable tranquilizers, but they're more common. Crazy how... Okay, so first one first. I would probably hate it, because I hate crafting systems in video games. That's the short answer. The long answer is that it would maybe be good.
Parabolic antenna. There could
If it
be
were
intel files
something
of
like
some
that,
kind
where
in
it's like,
there.
yeah, you can create like, you know, temporary tranquilizers or something. But you know, maybe this is just speaking to my lack of creativity. I say it with only an ounce of sarcasm, but I can't think of any way to implement that I would think is any good.
Hey, that's...
Yeah, that's what. Oh, you're right. It is more crafting materials, and the reason I say that is because of this video game. This is the Metal Gear game where they gave you crafting materials and made you craft shit, and it was terrible. This game is awful. Or sorry, not this game is awful, but the crafting is awful. It's by far the worst part of this video game. As I mentioned in hit videos, and you know the rest. Like, the main reason I would hate it is because Metal Gear games aren't really supposed to be like this long engaged process.
I'm marking it on your iDroid.
The map has been updated.
So the reason survival crafters have crafting in them, aside from being in the title. Here's someone talking.
Он отправил ее еще до вылета. Она только пришла. Точно. Еще до катастрофы. Ну, я слышал, что, по крайней мере, один человек выжил. Не может быть! Наверное, еще просто тело не нашли. Самолет загорелся в воздухе. Никто не мог выжить после этого. Мне жаль. Пока. Пока.
But yeah, Metal Gear games aren't like supposed to be this long engaged process where you're constantly coming back to the same places or resources. So, the reason survival crafters have them is because you're surviving. You have to constantly be making use of the resources that you find around you and like make that into a livable environment in the context of whatever survival craft you're playing. But in Metal Gear, it's accomplish whatever mission you're going for. And crafting would only mean that they've made the process longer, arbitrarily. That they're trying to make you spend longer on the process arbitrarily. And I just don't think either outcome would be any good. Again, perhaps I'm just not being creative enough and there is some way to implement this that would actually be good. It's not like you don't pick up stuff at all in Metal Gear, you do all the time in Metal Gear Solid 3, but it's mostly food. Not even mostly food, I think it's exclusively food. I don't think there's anything you pick up from the wild in MGS3 that isn't something you eat. But regardless, the point I'm trying to make is that even there, it's sort of just a means to an end. Shut up! I am making my way to the fucking base. I don't need a horse to get through here. If I took a horse through here, they would discover me, Ocelot. So instead of bitching about me, being with your sarcastic text and draw, and maybe just shut up and let me walk. Maybe let me walk to the place I'm trying to walk to. Do you ever think about that one?
Marker removed.
If you couldn't tell, I kind of hate Ocelot in this game. But yeah, no. I do not believe that there is any good way to implement crafting into— Shut up! You've given me advice without me calling you, so clearly I don't need it. Or I don't need to press the button.
It's an enemy guard post. Watch yourself.
You know, I actually don't even need to take them out, but why not? Actually, no, I know why not, because I have limited resources. And because this game is an hashtag open world experience. I do, in fact, need to worry about how many resources I'm spending on any given engagement. And yes, that is what this video game will be like for the foreseeable future. That being until the fucking game ends. Because Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, believe it or not, can sometimes be not very fun. Especially when you're playing in a way that's considered in any way optimal. As far as I'm concerned, 1 and 5 are tied for the second best Metal Gear game behind 3.
Check your iDroid for his location.
But trust me,
He's all right.
if it were up to me...
Client.
Oh. Hi, you. If it were up to me to make the last second decision of like, okay, which one? Gun to your head. Second best Metal Gear game. It would be 1, and not this game. Probably. 1 does have some very bad bosses. I just have to remember that. But this game has no bosses. So, we have an unfair comparison in it. You love Terraria and hate crafting? Yeah. But I mean, you know, I've said it before, but Terraria is very much a game that I like in spite of its details. Like, for all intents and purposes, Terraria is a game that I should hate. Like, hate. It's got a ton of RNG in it, it's a survival crafter. Really just those two things, but those are like my most hated things in video games, so yeah, again, it's surprising how much I love Terraria despite the fact that I should hate it.
The wormwood, also known as absinthium.
But yeah, no, Terraria is very much a game I like in spite of it being it. Because if I had my way, Terraria wouldn't have so much RNG dictating the items you get. If I had it my way, Terraria wouldn't be like a real ass survival crafter. Actually, I probably don't even need to use. But yeah, so to say, if I had things my way, Terraria would be a very different game. But I like it despite all that, because that's just how good Terraria is. That even despite of having a ton of things in games that I just hate with a burning passion, I love the game nonetheless. I think that's frankly pretty beautiful. Also, yeah, the reason I didn't interrogate that guy is because Snake's language sensor in his brain has been impaired by the whole having a spike through it.
That's the building, boss. That's where they're
I know, that's why I walked into it. God, I hate you so much, Ocelot. It's like, boss, that's the building you just walked into. That's the one that has Miller in it. It's like, yeah, that's why I walked into it, man. Any loot? No loot. Yo, Oz, is that you?
God.
It's crazy how good MGS1 and 3 are while being touched by Kojima. Jesus turning water into wine is less of a real than that. Okay, like, I rag on Kojima all the time for obvious reasons,
I'm here to
but,
get you out.
you know, I've said it before, but Kojima is good at his job. Like, the end fight in Metal Gear Solid 3 probably would not exist if Kojima was not the way that he was. Metal Gear Solid 1 probably wouldn't have such a good story if Kojima wasn't the way that he was. Metal Gear Solid 2, for all of its faults, is an interesting idea. Just not executed all that well. Kojima isn't a 100% complete and total hack fraud.
What took you so long? We'll talk, but not here.
It's just that MGS4 and 5 were victims of the fact that Kojima didn't want to fucking do it anymore. Like, MGS1 being as good as it is isn't, like, that surprising when you consider the fact that...
Extraction arrived at Metabase.
Yeah, thanks. When you consider the fact that
I'll send the chopper
the
to you
reason
out. Make your way to the RV.
MGS1 even is that way is because Kojima wanted it to be.
Mission info has been updated.
It's like, oh yeah, Kojima liked movies, so he made Metal Gear Solid 1 like a movie.
Age hasn't slowed you down one bit. Not so heavy anymore.
Yeah, if anything, I've gotten faster because I can sprint now.
Magic words, boss. I've been waiting 9 years to hear them.
Oh, magic?
Waiting, huh?
Oh, okay.
Come on.
I'll sound a little bit different than I used to, but...
Kept you waiting, huh?
yeah, not quite as impactful, right? But
You, Snake. All these
different voice
years
actors, it's a whole thing.
I knew
The guy directing this game is kind of an actor cuck. That's just the way it be. But yeah, MGS1 is good because of Kojima. Never get it twisted. And then, you know, they just kept going for the next 2 games. And then the reason 4 sucks is because 4 wasn't even supposed to exist. Kojima did not want to make Metal Gear Solid 4, or at least not really.
This is Pequod.
I think we're far enough now, I can probably just run. We're not going to be able to run in a second, but that's for a completely different reason.
Dogs soon. Your surroundings will be easier to see, but that goes for the enemy as well. The guard detail in Soviet outpost changes in the morning too. Watch yourself. On station at LZ.
Bit misty, isn't it?
Has arrived.
What are you waiting for? Find an invitation? But yeah, no, the reason MGS4 sucks so much is because... Why would that stop you from landing? But yeah, Kojima didn't want to make it. And that's why that is the way that it is. And then 5 was he didn't want to make it even more, and then Konami fucked with him while he was making it because he was going over budget.
It's them.
So much so that the game didn't even get finished. Here they come. It's the freaking skulls, dude.
Boss, watch out. It's the
So,
skulls.
a lot of what
Don't let
lets
them find us.
down Metal Gear Solid
Arrived
Whatever
at
that
Mother
comes
mess is, it's all
after.
around you. We can't see through it. I'm changing the RV so it's outside the mist. Get over there. The chopper will be waiting.
So, fun fact, we're actually going to wait here for a hot minute. Because... Fun fact about these freaky fucks. They take a very long time to get out our fucking way. And we have to go through them if we want to do really anything. But because I don't want to initiate the chase sequence that comes after this, because that's lame and stupid, we're gonna wait here for hopefully not too long, but this certainly won't be a quick process. I'll tell you what. I never got into Terraria, I was a Minecraft guy. Fair enough. Shit taste, but fair enough. I also used to hate Terraria. I vividly remember the first time my friend tried to put me on Terraria. He was like, dude, it's so cool, you can do this, and that. And I was playing it, and I was like, this is 2D Minecraft, this sucks. Which I probably just hate how it controlled, because Terraria on console doesn't have great controls. But little did he know that years later I would get a laptop, and then play Terraria, but like actually, and fucking love it. Because the combat's better, the content is better, the crafting is better. It's like, everything is better. Like, guys, a hot take, I think Minecraft kinda sucks, actually. It's kinda sort of a better sandbox. Because the 3D is a little bit more intuitive. The 3D aspect's a little bit more intuitive. I tell you, you look here and then you place the block, as opposed to like in Terraria where it's like, okay, there's walls and there's blocks, there's only a certain range you can place blocks away from you. It's all just a bit abstract, to say the least. Whereas in Minecraft, it's like, yeah, you put the block down, then you fuck off. Yeah, you hear a sound over there? Go get it. Yeah, I did hear it actually.
Black carrot. It's something of an ancestor to the
But
domestic carrot.
yeah, part of the reason I'm also doing this is because the game cheats a little bit, and even if I did try to sneak past them like earlier, they would just like automatically lock onto me. See ya, Google. I'm gonna game the game by having them walk forward to me and then juking the fuck out of them. But you must lead your prey away from the game, or whatever Confucius said. Damn, I wish Mei Ling was here. At this point in the series, she's like, what, 5 years old, if even? Why do you think, I mean, Oguga's gone at this point, but to answer his question about why I think OB2 of Death Note was good, it's just a decent rock song, you know? It ain't that deep. I just think it's a kinda good song for real. Plus, in how many other anime OPs can you hear two slurs back to back in rapid succession? Like, see what I mean? Like, I go around them and they're like, "Oh, he's behind us now." It's like, "Oh yeah, thanks for just cheating." I believe I'm far enough away that I can run, so fucking see ya. Boss, when taking a piss, make sure to use the handle. That's actually a thing in Death Stranding, so yeah, close enough. What's up, the horse?
This is Pequot. Have arrived at LZ.
Got a package for you.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Then why did Death Stranding suck? Because Kojima, what was it? He went too far into his indulgences. Like the thing that most people don't understand when they talk about, like, oh, is Kojima a genius or a fraud, is that he's kind of neither. He's a guy with good, with good ideas that has to be reined in by either a company or a guy or his staff. It's never quite as simple as, yeah, Kojima's the one who did everything right, or Konami was the one who did everything right,
They came at us real fast in the same kind of
etc., etc.
Survivors from 9 years ago were wiped
The reason
out.
Death Stranding sucks is because it was all Kojima.
It's them. No mistake. All right.
Mission info has been
And when you get all Kojima, 100% unfiltered Kojima, you get Death Stranding. But when you get 100% unfiltered Konami, you get Metal Gear Survive. So, you know, the fact of the matter is you have to have both. You have to have the creative and then everyone else to go, hey, wait a minute, this would actually suck dick.
buddy departing area operations.
And the problem with Metal Gear Survive is that they had no one who was creative on the staff.
Interface.
And the problem with Death Stranding is that they had no one to go, wait, this sucks dick. Do you think Death Stranding 2 will suck? Absolutely. I have
Where our new home is.
genuinely zero confidence in that game.
Hey,
I'm not even sure if it's possible for it to be good.
that was some operation we had, huh? 9 years ago. Carving out our own world.
If the first one was successful enough to tell Kojima, yeah, do it again,
And they took it away.
it's gonna be awful. I think the best case scenario is that Death Stranding 2 ends up being better than the first game, but for taking out all the things that made the first game, like the fact that it's a walking simulator.
Together. That we can call home.
Also, yeah, the YouTube chat still isn't working, so I should probably just remove this. Like the fact that it's a walking simulator,
Yeah, we were dogs, all right.
but the fact you have to fucking
Moving
piss
around,
yourself,
Out of sight for sight.
you have to constantly have to refill on
Whatever
Monster
kind of
Energy,
dirty money we could find. You name it.
that the story sucks dick.
You see this? Diamond Dogs. Our new home. The phantom of our former
If those things
selves.
become marginally better in the second game, all it will stand to prove to me is that even Kojima with the first game was like, wait, this kind of sucks dick.
We weren't allowed either. Yeah.
Again, I don't think that will happen, but if it does, then it will still validate me anyway, so I don't care one way or the other. Why are we here just to suffer? Yeah. Yeah. It's the guy. He says the two quotes from this game, which are, "The place like a damn fiddle," and "Why are we here just to suffer?" I remember the fucking video game that I played. I'm skipping that one. The real question is, the real two questions are: will Metal Gear Solid Delta suck, and will Kojima's Metal Gear successor suck? One from Konami, one from Kojima. I'm of the opinion that Delta will be disappointing, but I don't think it will suck. It's still using Metal Gear Solid 3 as a base.
Why are we still here?
Just to suffer.
Just to suffer. Every night, I can feel my leg.
Feel what?
Arm,
Like a pain, like a
fingers.
you don't have fingers, so it's kind of like a phantom feeling, like
Lost.
a pain that you feel.
The comrades
It's like a
I've
phantom. It's like it's not there anymore. It's like a ghost pain. It's like a non-existent pain. Like it's still there. Like it's a pain. I feel this pain.
A group above nations, even the U.S. And I was the parasite below, feeding off Zero's power.
Yeah, sure.
They came after you in Cyprus, in Afghanistan.
Best season of ZBZA?
Cypher,
Probably the Cell arc,
swallowing everything in its
if I had to guess.
getting bigger and bigger.
Now, granted, I'm probably saying that because I kind of don't remember most of the rest of DBZA.
I'm gonna make them give back our past.
But I think the Cell arc was when it became, like, truly funny.
Rest until we do.
Approaching Mother Base.
Like, give me a kiss, cause. But
Our new mother base. I don't know how long it'll take, but I'll make it big.
it's kind of a wimpy mother base, if you ask me, but, you know. Whatever. But yeah, the Cell arc was when it first became, like, actually funny.
What should I do?
There's a lot of, because, like, very, very early DBZA was all, like,
Tell me. Tell me like
I don't want to call it cringe, but it's mostly like it's very emblematic of that era of internet humor. The Frieza saga is where it becomes like, you know, what it's more known as, but even that's like, you know, sight. There are a few bangers in there.
Things have changed, boss.
Like, what's it, when Vegeta is looking for the Dragon Balls and he's pissed the fuck off, so he just blasts off.
In bloody battlefield dirt. All for revenge. The world calls for wet work, and we answer.
I need an adult, I am an
No
adult.
greater good. No just cause.
There are good ones in there, but
God. Cypher sent us to hell. But we're going even deeper. I know.
get it? Cause I'm
Already a demon.
get it. I'm already a demon because I have a horn. Get it?
Place anyway.
Heaven's on my, even though I called it Outer Heaven. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that funny? Isn't that crazy? Kojima's a really good writer, actually. Wow, you were doing really well for someone who just lost a leg. He's even more fucked up than me.
For 9 whole years. That ends today.
Namek for me because of Freezer.
You're not sleeping.
Fair, you
We're
know.
not junkyard
Yeah, I haven't seen it in like
We're diamond dogs.
2018. Is that when I was at the last time? It was right before high school for me.
Let them talk.
It was whenever the ending of the Cell arc finally came out.
We can crush Cypher, boss. And you can build the army that can do it.
Just one thing, Kaz. This isn't about the past. We're fighting for the future.
Whatever you say, big boss. Themes? Yeah, this game's very much a theme game, unfortunately. Why is Ocelot lame now? He's boring. You're boring! You have nothing to say. Fucking Ocelot! Fucking character ambiguity!
Foster, you came. This base belongs to you now. Make Diamond Dogs the force it deserves.
Never got into DBZA. Also fair.
And we need to make good use of their talents.
The comedy in that series is extremely related to knowing what the fuck is going on in Dragon Ball. And if you don't give a shit about Dragon Ball, it's probably not going to be all that funny.
To start bringing people in, use this. It's a Fulton recovery device.
I know what it is. I played Peace Walker for 20 minutes.
When you're in the field, use it to extract any soldiers or prisoners you want back here.
Got it.
Persuade them to join the ranks of Diamond Dogs. Go on. Test it out on the staff. Anyone you want. Now approach him and extract.
Like you?
Go for the extraction complete.
Arrived at
You
Mother
can only
Base.
Fulton recover someone if... You can only Fulton recover someone.
Damn, he tanked that thing.
No dead
This thing knocks out a person and then one shot to the head, and he was like, I'm good. I take those.
Will be assigned to the team best suited to his abilities.
They massacred my boy. Oh yeah, they did.
Select staff. So that staff member was
Also, yeah, there's a
placed
bunch
on
of this
the
bullshit in
R&D
this
team.
game.
The R&D team is in charge of developing all kinds.
I hope I won't have to do too much of this on screen, but I inevitably will, because of the way this game works.
Under the development heading.
Please
That's
specify
the
a
R&D
project.
team's development list. See the item called cardboard box? Didn't seem much use to me, but Miller was adamant that you'd want it on the list. The last word in infiltration technology, or so he said.
Yeah, I'm sure I played a
In
fucking
any
Metal
case,
Gear
we don't
game on
have the
slot.
manpower to
Back when it
develop
used to
it
be
just
cool.
yet. We need more staff on the team. Go extract a few more people. You can also Fulton extract individuals you've knocked out. Why don't you try knocking someone out?
Yeah. If I had the Rocket Fist, I could, what's it? Give him a fucking drive-by punching. But not quite yet.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Fulton extraction won't always be successful. If a person is injured, the shock of it could kill them. And if the weather's unfavorable, well, it could end up going missing. You can determine the chance of success by approaching the person.
Extraction arrived
Sure,
at
you
Mother
can get them
Base.
out. That's carried.
Unit function extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been...
This is just for fun. Alright, I'm back.
Select weapons items under the development.
Please specify
Now
a
select
project.
cardboard box and start development. Just be aware that development has finished.
Please select a
You can
drop
have the
point.
support unit supply you with
Supplies
weapons
requested.
and items you've developed. Think of it as
Supply
your
drop
own
complete.
delivery service.
I mean, that is typically how delivery services work. In the name, even. Yeah, I'll do you take these?
Sorry,
Ow.
I forgot to tell you. When you and there it is. Not sure what it's good for, but Miller said you know what to do. Try it out. One last thing. The staff members you extracted were all placed on the R&D team, but that was Miller's decision. If you think they belong somewhere else, you're free to move them around. Well, that about does it.
Mission
You won't
info
make
has
any
been
GMP or
updated.
find recruits hanging around here. Board the chopper when you're ready.
Big Daddy
for a
from
mission.
Sealed
Open
say your
eyes
famous
and
Big Daddy
select the
line,
landing
Big Daddy
zone
is how to
and
get
tell
someone
them where to pick
pregnant.
you
Yep.
up. Or if you're still
It
in the
is
mood for
just
knocking
his
guys
quotable,
on their asses,
you
you
know,
can stay around here a
name.
while. Give them in some practice.
For Ocelot, stop yapping. Yeah, that's a lot of this game, honestly. So, how's everyone doing? Hold on, watch this. Boom, boom. Drive-by boxing.
Thank you, boss.
You know it.
Boss, let's practice your CQC.
boss.
Big begin by grabbing. Once you've
Okay.
grabbed someone, you're free to do as you like. Interrogate him, knock him out, kill him.
Kill.
Scratch that last one for me. Go
But
ahead.
why?
Good. Go
I
on
could literally
and
create
extract
world peace by the time you're done talking. Oh yeah.
This boss. Talk.
Good. Extract the staff member.
Extraction
fist fight.
arrived at Mother
Strike an
Base.
adversary repeatedly to knock him out. He'll stay unconscious for longer than if you throw him.
Okay. Yeah, but Snake, it was combos.
Go on and extract him.
What that? Ha, 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 ha.
Starting to
Extraction
feel like yourself
arrived
again?
at Mother
The rest will
Base.
fall into place with some time in the field. Go ahead and call the chopper from your eye.
Please landing zone.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Also, you can take a shower in this game, which actually does have gameplay benefits. When you're mentally refreshed, Snake aims better. A little bit less shaken as big, so to speak. I heard that the last chapter of CSM, that Denji basically pulled the hospital scene at the end of Eva, or in the end of Eva movie. I haven't read it yet. I saw Denji trending on Twitter, but because it's Twitter.com, I didn't click on it. Because, like, you know, obvious reasons. So, now I'm more curious to read it.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
So considering how Chainsaw Man's been going
Project has been
recently,
added.
I'm not, like, ecstatic. It's more like, yeah, you know, I'm curious. Imagine if Snake had this in Smash. I would like to see Snake with just, like, busted physical combos. His Fulton, his recovery probably would be the Fulton, huh? Because, you know, it's in Smash it's Cypher, because it's like, what are things that fly that Snake can hold on to? Or they can pull out of his pocket in Metal Gear. It's like, oh yeah, Cypher from Metal Gear Solid 2. Also because at the time the game came out, it was like, yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2. That's where Snake is from. Because 4 was coming out in the same year, so they couldn't have done any of that bullshit. But if they were to do Metal Gear Solid 5 Snake, then yeah, the Fulton recovery as a recovery, it checks out. We've been here for 2 hours, and it's 10:50. Okay. I wonder where we'll end. Because Mission 6 is the first one that's going to take up, like, a pretty significant amount of time. We'll probably get up to that, but I don't know if we'll finish it.
Mission list
I'm not listening to
updated.
those.
Boss, I know you haven't been back long.
Please select a mission.
Yeah, shut up.
I've taken the job offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider.
Mission accepted.
Which ones you accept is your call.
Heading to
The
Afghanistan.
objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage.
You're talking a lot
and
for someone who has
high-value
no arm right
target
now.
Probably all a walk in
I'm
the
being
park
so
for
real with you.
But they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape.
They talk so much in this game, which is insane to me. It's an open world game. You know I'm gonna be spending a lot of time just on my own and doing whatever bullshit. Why are you yapping and yapping and yapping and yapping in my ear? Was that a Konami requirement for this game? Who knows? It's not like Robin Atkin Downs does any more work or any less work from Ground Zeroes, where he voices like every character in that game.
Your target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him. But I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Deshago Calais and eliminate the target.
This mission gets way easier if you do it again later in the game, but unfortunately we don't have that equipment right now, so... By the way, get ready to watch this a lot. Because you get to do this whole helicopter ride every time you start a mission. Unless you're already, you know, on the ground. Which a lot of the times you won't be, especially if you're playing this game in chronological order. Or in mission order, I should say. Which is chronological order, but, like, you know, not necessarily. And you home. We're going... What mission even is this? I think it's 3, but... I think the War Devil did the hospital scene. How strange. The last thing she was talking about was fucking cutting his dick off. Which, you know, sounds crazy, but her logic is sound. It's like, Denji's like, dude, I keep fucking on my whole life because I'm horny as fuck. What do I do? And it's like, well, if you don't have any balls, then you won't be horny. You don't have any dick, you can't jerk off or fuck.
Your target should be somewhere in that outpost.
Theoretically, she's got it all down.
Keep your guard up.
So, what's it? Funny thing. Well, I don't know if it's so much funny as it is disappointing, but remember how I said that the reason I considered MGS3 to be so good, despite the fact that it's relatively simple, is because of the fact that, you know, the map design is real good. Well, when you get to MGS5, despite the fact that this game controls a hell of a lot better than MGS3 did, well, there's no way they didn't fucking... We'll go on eventually, but at least you should. Am I wrong? Does what's it? Does other body area tranking not exist in this game? Am I stupid? Hey, no, there he goes. Just a little bit longer. Oops, that's a guy. But, yeah, so MGS5, you might think, oh, it's weird that that game wouldn't be better than MGS3. Considering controls so much better. And it's like, yeah, you would think. But unfortunately, the big old problem with this game is that the map design is fucking awful. Partially due to its nature as an open world game, where there kinda is no map design. But even among the outposts like this one, it's really lame and stupid, and nothing happens.
Is that him?
Yeah, it
Look at
is.
their faces. That looks like the target.
And now we wait. I have normal grenades, but not any non-lethals. I gotta listen to record it in the toilet. Yep. Now this is video gaming. Even if Johnny can't be here with us, he's with us in spirit. Yo, bro, be cool. Yeesh. Scare me, guys. Please don't let that song play too loud. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get copyright stricken for that. Stricken, fucking copywriting. Woo, 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 woo. This is the audio song for you know, audio and stuff. Go see. Yeah, sound, music, awesome, all that fun stuff. Shut up.
But putting him to sleep doesn't count as eliminating him. Neither does knocking him out.
Yeah, we're not gonna eliminate him, you fucking idiot. Can I make the camera back up a little bit? Jesus Christ, it is so far up my ass. I do not remember the camera being this close. Not records. You see, Denji's desire to protect his dick, aka his dick defense, is enough to make any woman swoon, even war itself. I believe it. It's bullshit, but, you know, I believe it. Speed. Yeah, no. How claustrophobic. Denji's game is so good that I can pull legit embodiments of ideas. You know? That's what you get. Those are the kinds of bad bitches you can pull when you're autistic.
It may not be much, but we can use them straight away if you bring them back to base.
Now, let's just be efficient here. Everyone's coming with me. Get ready to watch us do this a lot. We're gonna be extracting a lot of people throughout this video game.
Your objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land. Don't hang around.
We will, you know, exfiltrate as many people as we possibly can within a reasonable span of time as to not waste you guys' time. And trust me, I can do this forever. Literally. I will go as long as is physically needed.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Which way is north? Am I right?
He's coming too. Roger that.
You're ready for that too. Like, when I say that they do not shut up in this game, I mean they do not shut up. They will comment on every single motherfucker you bring back to base. And trust me, the voice lines get old fast. Yeah, I suppose it doesn't really matter, but wherever D-Horse is at. Never mind, D-Horse is too far.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Thoughts on Tenji's problem being too damn horny in recent pacing? I mean, the problem with him being horny is like, yeah, that's just consistent. And with the pacing, I hate it. I think these last few chapters have been such... Like, it's been how many chapters since they got Denji out of the facility? Like, 5, 4? I think it could have been cut down to like 2. We spent so long doing literally nothing. Frankly, I think Part 2's been on a downturn for a while. I can just go around this. I think Part 2 started off way better than it's going now, but far be it from me to talk about how disappointing Chainsaw Man Part 2 is, when everyone else seems to not really have a bunch of big problems with it. Not that it's ever stopped me before, mind you.
Alright, you're out of the hot zone.
That's more of a who gives a shit moment now.
Development project has been added.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Yes, mission complete.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
How you feeling, boss? Getting used to being in the field again?
Yes, that's how a video game works.
Choppers and a horse at your disposal is indispensable for operating in the
Thank you, that's what you told me in the tutorial. I don't know why you're telling me that again, but alright.
Arrange for you to be able to develop and customize weaponry for support choppers.
Thanks.
You can also develop new equipment for D-Horse if you like.
Equipment's a very strong word for being a different color.
Remember the guys you brought back from the base in Cuba 9 years ago?
No.
Believe it or not,
I never met Hideo Kojima. Yeah, by the way, that's him. It's Hideo Kojima.
Our brothers in fate. They'll be glad to know you've seen them here.
Thank you, Hideo Kojima, for joining my cause. Skip. Just fucking get it all past. I don't need to hear about every single motherfucker that joins Diamond Dogs. There's gonna be like 500 of these people eventually. You don't need to tell me about every single one. Shut up.
The side ops list is comprised of problems we need you to resolve. Objectives to be completed, and information gained from the soldiers and prisoners you've extracted. These aren't missions per se. If you can take care of them when you're free, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll do that for E2W. The interpreter is important, but we don't need them now, so I think I'll just pass. What I'll do instead is... Shit, okay. Never mind, we're getting the interpreter first. Actually, we're gonna call a helicopter.
Please select a landing zone.
I want to just pick them up, or I want them to just pick me up and then bring me over here, but I think you can only do that on Mother Base.
Requested.
It's strange how Konami hasn't like made DLC based on the unreleased or unfinished parts of the game.
Too many animals in the field. The truth is, an environmental NGO has asked us to remove wild animals from combat zones.
Yeah, well...
Can you extract some back here? There's a reward in it for us.
I'd have to assume there's probably some conflict with the fact that Kojima does not work at Konami anymore. But if it's not that, yeah, I have no idea.
We can use compounds from plants to make medicine or poison for use in new weapons and equipment. Take a look at the plants list on your iDroid to see which ones we need. Then go find them if you get the chance. It'll keep the staff happy too.
Honestly, you might consider the fact that it might be faster to just ride the fucking horse over there, but you must consider that riding the horse over there would include riding past every single outpost in between here and there. It's mostly just this one, the few people left here, and then that one, then that one. But trust me, it takes longer than you think it does. Can I just have the helicopter bring me somewhere else? I cannot.
Please specify a project. Buddy departing area of operations.
Departing.
We go into the fields with this one, unfortunately.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
And the worst part is that once I touch down, and then, you know, get the guy, and start the next mission, I still have to walk to a specific place to even start the mission.
Turn the chopper into your own aerial command center, or ACC. Some elements of staff assignment and R&D of weapons and items can only be performed from there. Take as long as you need to consider all your options.
Ocelot, I care so little. I don't know what the speaker function is useful for, but whatever. Oh, so yeah, now we can get a good old-fashioned sneaking suit. And also Tuxedo, and Eva's suit, and Naked Snake's suit if we wanted, and Ocelot's. Unfortunately, Ocelot has betrayed my trust as being one of the better characters in this game, so I will not be cosplaying as him.
Please specify a project.
Also, I was so cracked we are not making it to Mission 6 by the time I get out of here. There's not enough time. How do I build myself an FOB? Or can I not do that yet? I probably can't do it yet. The game did just start after all.
Please
No,
select a mission.
side up. This one, so I can
Please select a
talk to
language.
guys in Russian. Yeah, I think we have everything. Buddy vehicle character, yeah.
Deploying.
Dead of Night. I hope you guys are prepared to see that, like, a lot. Also, I'm gonna put on some fucking music now, because this game is dead silent. Or not dead silent, but not very interesting most of the time, so... let's listen to... Yeah, sure, Pyramid Cave. Not that I like Sonic Adventure 2 at all, but... good music. But that's kind of always the case, isn't it? It's crazy how I can count the average Chainsaw Man Part 2 chapter panels on one hand. Like, it's not that bad, but it certainly feels that bad, because, like, dog? Why is nothing happening for so long and so often? What are we doing here? Is Fujimoto stupid? And the answer is no. Like, so, given how my read of Chainsaw Man Chapter 1 went, But there were times where I was like, you know, it's aight. Then it got better. I want to be like, okay, let Kojima, not Kojima, let Fujimoto cook. You know, that paid off a couple of times in part 1, but in part 2, I'm continuously being like, is he gonna start cooking soon, or am I gonna wait the rest of my life for a cook? And frankly, it feels a lot like I'm gonna be waiting the rest of my life. God damn it, I was trying to hold him up, but whatever works. Go down. Right, can't understand me. Which actually makes the rest of this game weird, because the way they rationalize, like, snake mediums understand everyone else is that you get the interpreter, and then when they speak to you, the interpreter just like live translates everything to you. What about when Snake tells them to get down?
Extraction arrived at mother base. Unit function extraction failed.
Oh, did the last guy die? I guess 90% wasn't too high. Isn't it awesome how, okay, you know, I completely lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry.
Mission accepted.
I'm sorry, boss, but the extractions failed.
Yeah, that. Isn't it awesome how RNG will determine whether or not someone fucking lives?
Increase the success rate of full extractions in bad weather. You need to improve the support unit.
Yeah, I'd love to improve the support unit, but that requires just grabbing a bunch of guys, which I will have to do eventually. But who knows if it'll go away anyway quickly. Shut up. Also, I'm still looking for D-Dog. Because I want D-Dog. He's a D-Dog. There you are. I hope the Whiplash doesn't kill him. Being a puppy and all. You say that, you stupid motherfucker, but you're gonna train him up to be the second best buddy in the entire game. Right behind the fucking robot, but ahead of the grown-ass woman. Embarrassing for Quiet, but it ain't my problem.
Extraction arrived at mother analysis complete.
They refilled the camp, or is it just one guy waiting? They refilled the camp? Alright. Woo! That was almost really bad. Actually, instead of taking out the camp, what if I just take D-Horse with me? And use a new breed of stealth. Which, if you don't know, popular YouTuber, Ask Your Uncle, I don't know about popular, but YouTuber Ask Your Uncle created a new breed of stealth, which is this. This. Don't mind me, I'm just a random horse, with a saddle and a leg. There is no one on this horse. That's some intense pop-in, but this is the PlayStation 4 and not a PC. But yep, that right there is a new breed of stealth. It's called permanently lowering the IQ of every single guard you come across. Because they saw a horse with a saddle just strutting on by with a conspicuous looking thing hanging off the middle of it on the saddle part where people usually sit. And they were like, hey, you know, I'll be fine. There's actually a secret way up to this communications outpost. Right there. This is the crack I was talking about. Like, I do not see these cracks in the game very often. Like, they're there occasionally, but not often enough. Ooh, sweet. Play you twice over. Fantastic song from hit game No More Heroes 2. God damn it. Actually, I said the mean thing that I usually say, which is fucking, you know, hit game, but No More Heroes 2 actually wasn't a hit game. It's kind of why No More Heroes 3 took 50 billion years to come out. And still ended up being bad. It's crazy, right? But that's what happens when you give a game 2 whole years of development time. Which, if you didn't know, is fucking atrocious for a AAA game in the year 2020. Don't worry, I know where it's at. Kind of. I know where it's at enough. And frankly, enough is enough. Actually, I think there's a diamond up here. I thought that was supposed to be. I know it's a secret objective later on in the game. Or not later on in the game, but like after you only find out what secret objectives are after you beat a mission once. But that's annoying because that means you have to play every mission at least twice if you want to find out what the fuck is going on. But and granted, I don't have to necessarily do all of them. Certainly not for you people. And I've already 100% the game on PC, so it's not going to do it for myself either. But what if I decide that I want to, you know? It's really unfortunate to have to do it again, but I probably shouldn't worry about that, because it's a whole ass different ass thing. Unfortunately, we're going to want to grab as many of these, you know, random fuel things or resources we find around, because this game's going to want us to have a lot of those. What song is that? I hope it's not copywritten. It's mine now. You. That's how C4 works, guys. Yo, what's the deal? Which one's the specialist? Not that it matters, I might want to Yo! Alright. You know, that's my fault for pressing the wrong button. But also, like, come on. Oops, not that. This. What's it, C4 again? There we go. I think I killed that guy, because he was right next to the comms equipment. But it all worked. It all worked out. Now I just gotta haul ass. They have no idea where I even am.
Exfiltrated hot zone. Exfiltrated hot zone.
Cause, did you see what they were shooting at? They are not on my tail at all. Easy mode. Now I just gotta wait for Kaz to stop bitching at me and be like, "You did it, Snake! Alright!" I feel like CSM Part 2 will be better on a reread when it's done, but don't make it weekly if it's not enjoyable weekly. So that's the thing, is that people say that a lot for like, oh, this would be better if it was, you know, like, all at once and not like a weekly thing. And while that's true to an extent, even on a reread, when it's not weekly, I'd still come back to these chapters and be like, man, kinda weird how nothing happened for like 5 chapters. Because it happens even in manga that I'm not reading weekly. Because people talk about how like the Arankar arc sucked reading weekly. But even myself, who did not read Bleach weekly, I read it all in one big shove-off. I read that shit and I was like, man, this is so boring, and I hate every single chapter.
Mission complete.
Would it have been worse weekly? Yeah, probably, but
It's going like crazy thanks to you, boss.
probably not that much.
Downright crowded around here. To bring a greater number of
Yes, thank you. Expand our facilities. Oh, yep, yeah, I gotcha. I'm of the opinion that literally every single non-gameplay part of a video game should be skippable. Even tutorials. Is it possible that there are new players who will skip the tutorials even if they need them? Yeah. But if that's the case, then that's their fault. Why would they skip the tutorial if they're new to a game? All having unskippable tutorials means is that you guarantee that anyone who's replaying the game that already knows what to do is going to be sitting here jerking off the whole time. Wait, I saw it created by Kojima. Are we still in the opening credits? No. Whenever you complete a mission, it gives you the credits every single time. Okay. But yeah, no, every time you complete a mission, it gives you the credits. Every single time. If you haven't noticed by the fact that when we get into a mission, it says episode blank, it's because Kojima, instead of being in like a movie, like he usually does from Metal Gear, he wanted Metal Gear Solid 5 to be like a TV show. Which is why the camera, you know, does this little shake and bake. Like it's a handheld camera.
Dog you brought back. Bit of a troublemaker. You sure about to breathe? He'll get bigger? Uh-huh. Like this.
Surprisingly quickly too. Like a couple of
You
days.
know, I can look after him. He's still a pup, so he doesn't listen. I have a feeling someday he'll be useful.
Too useful, some might say,
I
but
suspect
yeah.
you discovered a real diamond in the rough.
A real diamond dog.
Polish.
Get it?
I say we got a true diamond dog on
Yeah, see, you get it? It's like a diamond in the rough. He's a dog, so he's like a diamond dog. The camera even panned over to the thing that said diamond dogs, because Kojima is very smart. Alright, whatever. We got the gist. The point is that the dog will become a better dog eventually. Yeah, whatever, loser. The currently available online challenges. Yeah, whatever. You could also just make this tutorial replayable in the menu. True. There's a billion options you could take. Many of them likely better than just not doing anything. Thanks? I don't give a shit about fucking network error. It's all me for. That's everything important. Diamond in the rough, I'll call you Roughmon. That also works. Yeah, I can give D-Horse battle armor. I don't think it'll ever matter, but... Fuck it, let's give him the cowboy outfit. He's a real horse. That dog is missing an eye, just like Big Boss, so we'll call it David. Nah, I think we'll save that one for a human boy for Big Boss. But let's not, rule it out just yet. Yeah, you see that common metal we need? Yep, there's a fucking gear grinding in this game. Wouldn't you believe it? It's nuts, I know. That's simply the way it is. And eventually we're gonna need thousands of these things. Isn't that fucked up? Isn't that wild? Isn't that crazy? That's what you're fucking doing in video games. Yeah, I know, it's already here. That's why I did it. Also, yeah, you can't just select that mission from Mother Base. You have to call the helicopter in, then wait for the helicopter to come. How's that shield hanging there? And then once the helicopter's here, you finally get on the helicopter. And then once you're on the helicopter, then put your seatbelt on, because naturally, safety's important. Then you have to wait for the helicopter to take off again. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, such a good soundtrack. I probably put the thing back on screen from playing music. There we go. And then you get to choose a mission. Isn't that awesome? That's in DVL Boy, or Viola, whatever it's fucking. Okay, Okay, so I'll do over the fence and then I'll get the riot SMG.
Mission accepted. Heading to Afghanistan.
Yeah, upgrade my shit. And then give me that motherfucking capture cage. Capture cage. Oh, that's yes, also also smoke grenade, but why can't I do it? Oh, I need the mats. Naturally. Of course. Gear grinding. It's the best part of this game. Everyone loves it, right? Everyone loves gear grinding. Oh shit, Low Tier God is live. What I wouldn't give for Low Tier God to raid my stream. I really wish he played Guilty Gear, because I would love to play fighting games with the man himself. I'm very close to caving and getting to getting Street Fighter 6, because I really want to play certain characters, and because like I can play with the guy with Low Tier God and DSP, but he'd probably block me. But I can play with the guy with Low Tier God himself. I can get Street Fighter tips straight from my idol. We have to get the cinematic camera every time I get on the fucking horse. Is that necessary? Don't worry, I know exactly where to go. It's not even a problem, man. Hey, look at that sandstorm. They can't even fucking see me.
So when sandstorms come in, sandstorms effectively make you blind and deaf. That goes for the enemy too. Use the situation to your advantage.
Like, yeah, they don't make me blind and deaf, they make them blind and deaf. Because I'm the one with the night visos. I know there's a secret guy up top, so let me grab him first. You remember the Kirby commercial with the huge finger? Absolutely not. The only Kirby commercial that I have any memory of is of the not Squeak Squad. What's the one where it's like a billion Kirby's called? Mass Attack. I vividly remember the Mass Attack commercials because I remember when I was a kid, I would see those on the television, and I would always be like, damn, I want that game a lot. Not for any good reason, mind you. I had no shit about Kirby. But I saw that there was like a billion guys on screen, and I was like, that looks so cool. That's probably a fantastic video game. And like, I don't know if that's true. It might be. But I've never heard anyone actually like talk about Mass Attack, so I presume the game is probably just mid. There he is. So what, Ocelot? A dub's a dub's a dub, as they always say. Now we're gonna do a little bit of gamer gaming, so to speak.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
You didn't see shit. Yeah, you investigate that. Mass Attack was has a cool side game. Apart from that, it's a fine DS game. Yeah, that's what I figured. I've never heard any glowing reviews of Mass Attack I have for like Robobot, Squeak Squad, or even Rainbow Curse to an extent. So I assume the game was always kind of mid. Where the blueprints at? Right there. This guy's stats like mid? Yeah. What I figured. You didn't see anything. Like, even Rainbow Curse, I feel like, is treated as being memorable by Kirby fans, to an extent. Kirby fans from what I've heard, I should say. So much so that when the Wii U Rainbow Curse came out, people were like, damn. Kinda mid, right? Who said that? You. How do you knows that from so far away? Ew. There's two of them. Let's see. Signs of what enemy activity. Bullshit. Ooh, what? There we go. Now for cleanup duty. This guarantees that no one's gonna fuck with me. Even once I've done, you know, doing the do. Which this is what I'm talking about when I say that MGS5 can be a little bit, dinky when it comes to good design. Because while it is the most technically deep and, content... Whoa, I did not see these guys, what the fuck? You can't tell me I didn't hit. Jesus Christ. You might be wondering, Gavin, are you running out of ammo? And the answer is... never. Oop. 0. Now we do a little bit more cleanup, and then we should be free and clear. Emphasis on should be. And hopefully we don't run into any other people, because if we do, we're gonna be fucked. Since I only have 1 bullet left. Testing to see if I can say kill in chat. Well, apparently so. I could have also just, you know, do this. Well, first this, but... I meant to do... not helicopter. How do I get a supply? There we go, supply drop, duh. Do we necessarily need all these people that we're grabbing? Of course not, but... it's better to just fill out the ranks with a bunch of literally who's than to not have anyone for a while. So, unfortunately, this is it's really a pick the poison type of situation. Do I want the game to take longer now or take longer later? And unfortunately, for a foolish man like myself, I'd rather it be now. Yeah, now. Of course, there's always the option of just doing shit off screen. But that's not quite as convenient, so... it is what it is. Yeah, that's how infiltration works, cause... thank you for explaining fucking everything to me in excruciating detail that frankly, I don't really need. If I'm gonna be 100 with you. Yeah, whatever, shut up. Get out of here. That should be everything. Let's have this. Oh, don't worry. I've got a better idea, cause don't you worry your little head off. I've got a foolproof method of getting the fuck out of Dodge. You guys might have noticed that earlier I picked up a cargo Fulton on my upgrade menu. Never mind. It's not called the cargo Fulton, am I crazy? Am I stupid?
Please specify project.
Yeah. Does cargo mean something different than what I think it does? Oh, gun emplacements. Okay. I need the second one to get containers. Oh well. It's not that big of a deal, because I want to do the side op that's near here anyway. Let's first have to get out of the mission area, which is pretty big, unfortunately. That's this way, right? Yeah. And then just south to D-Horse. You don't see me. Yo, what's the deets, man? I already grabbed your fucking diamonds. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Come with us. I don't know who it was that saw me, but frankly, it doesn't matter. Shit, can I not climb back up that? That would be super inconvenient. Luckily, this game does have its moments of not completely fucking you over for no reason. But trust me, that will not last. I have played enough of this open world to know when this game will fuck you. And believe me, it will come. As most fuckings typically do, but we try not to assume. Good stuff. I won't be an S rank because I took too long, I think, but Solid Snake, what? Amazing! Mission complete! Thanks, guys. Hey, an S rank is an S rank. It's cool, but I don't care. Born to be wild. It's interesting how they would parody the name by calling it Born to be Wild, but not have it parody the melody of Born to be Wild at all. Why would I survey enemy outposts? That's almost just a waste of my goddamn time. Of everyone's goddamn time, frankly. Sweet, decoys. We're never gonna use them because decoys aren't all that useful. As opposed to just, you know, any distraction that you could make for fucking free with a bunch of your infinite supply of, what's it called? Magazines. Not quite yet. But, you know, it helps sometimes, occasionally. I love that when Soul King took out his huge bone and burned all over the place. I mean, that actually is what happened with Big Mom. They don't call her Big Mom for nothing. Tell you what. You're a truck. You're charging me. Not this way, surely. And then said, "This is my big bone time go." He did say all of these things. I can't confirm. Brook is my favorite One Piece character, so when I say, you know it's true. It's not exactly true. He's not my favorite One Piece character, but he's definitely one of. And also, that's only because the competition is so stiff, and because he doesn't get to do anything. Like ever. Us Brook fans do not get to eat like ever. Or starving, quite frankly. Oh. I was already looking at 54. Okay, after I grab this blueprint and then, you know, exfil out of here, we're done for today. Not the box, I meant to do this. Babe. Yeah, I figured we wouldn't be getting all the way to mission 6.
The security forces must know something about the targets. After you grab a hold of an enemy, try interrogating them.
Cause I'm this far into the game, you're gonna be like, hey, have you tried interrogation yet? If Brook made a TMZ-type skeleton scandal magazine, would he call it Bones Gone Wild? Perhaps. You can never quite know exactly what Brook is thinking all the time. Perhaps he knows more than any of us could possibly dream. Which I say kind of sarcastically, but honestly... Oh, hey, Sandstorm. But honestly, I kind of wish they made more use of Brook's age in One Piece. Because for the most part, they just kind of don't. Like, I get it. The contrast is kind of what makes Brook appealing. It's like, oh yeah, he's this guy who's like 100 years old. But he acts like a fucking child. But at the same time, you can do interesting character stuff with, like, a guy who has lived a billion jillion years. A billion gazillion years. And for the most part, they just kinda don't. Just a tad lame to me. I think I already had a dry-ass Nikki blueprint. So I don't know why I had to grab it this time, but... Oh well. Where's that specialist at? What the fucking stock pot breaking sound effect? Here comes me. I'm getting a helicopter to get me the fuck out of here.
Support helicopter.
Get to my list.
You gotta extract him.
Yes, cause that's why I did it. Typically, I extract people that I mean to extract. Crazy thought, I know.
Extraction arrived at mother base.
神か悪魔かわからない超絶パワーを身につけたなぜか伝説ゴッドハン悪い奴らを吹っ飛ばすゴッドパワーがみなぎる全身競技がトラドンキックして星になれ
The dog can be pretty good. I prefer the Japanese version because it means I don't have to listen to the lyrics whenever I listen to the song. But I will admit the lyrics are very funny in the English version. He's like, I got a fucking god hand, and I'm gonna fuck Olivia. That's like the whole reason I'm doing this whole thing. This is like Things game, No More Heroes, 1 by 51. Yeah, I'm gonna use my god hand to beat my dick. Beat my dick. Yeah, stuff like that. Not very appealing to listen to as a song, but funny, so it gets the pass. Not the pass to be played, like, in my ears regularly, but the pass to be like, yeah, you're right. Let me just look at these real quick before I get out of here, for real. Would you like Brooke to make an out-of-date joke and everyone go, not cool, dude? It would be very, very funny if Brooke was just low-key racist. And they're like, dude, Brooke, different times, man. But I mean, like, more serious character stuff. Because, like, going over the Straw Hats, like, Zoro, he's kind of just a stoic guy. He doesn't get much more than his basic story. Nami got more expansion in Orlong Park from her introduction, and then, you know, sort of extended more into Fishman Island, and even Sabaody. Usopp getting more exploration. Oh, actually, no, got more exploration in Water 7, and then might be getting more in Elbaf, who knows. Sanji, obviously, I need not explain. Who's next? Then it's Chopper. Chopper, not really, but he had some stuff with Caesar. The Chopper is one of the characters that I would submit would, or does not have a lot of great stuff past his introduction. So, you know, that's how it is. Then Robin, again, obviously, I need not explain Water 7. Frankie, Frankie's another one where it's like disappointing, the stuff he gets after his introduction. And then Brooke gets it the worst, because he's the last character introduced pre-time skip, which means he doesn't get to do a lot before the time skip, you know, passes. And then post-time skip, he's just kind of there. He gets a cool moment against Big Mom. You know, never let it be said that moment is not extremely cool. In terms of like character stuff, it's like, yeah, it's Brooke. He's there. But did I use all my money on that? Whoops. I mean, I ain't too miffed about it, but... It's like half the bases you need to build to take fuel resources. Like, oh yeah, fuel resources, fuel resources. The other ones we're gonna unlock later are gonna be fuel resources too. It's all just a bunch of bullshit. But that's how it be. Actually, I'm curious. Does this game pause when you're in the menu? How do I test that? Or when you're in the PlayStation menu, I should say. Okay, let's see. If Snake's head's in a different position when I come back, boom. Gavin, why do you love racist people? I don't love racist people. There just happen to be a lot of racist people who are really funny. The only reason I care is because it annoys me when my PlayStation game's play time is like hours above what it should be because I left the game on sleep mode or whatever. So it annoys me. Just a tad. But luckily I don't have to worry about that, so. Alright, so, as far as I'm concerned, the next time will probably be more Metal Gear, but I could also hit Jordan up to see if they're going to do more than Nuzlocke. So, you know. It is what it is, and we'll see what it is. And hopefully I get YouTube chat to work again, but stream elements can be a bit random sometimes, so who knows how that will go. Yep, that's that for the... Oh yeah, let me move Twitch chat back up before I forget. Yeah. Okay. Well, what you said earlier running CSM, it's true, but I still believe the reread was significantly improved because it's one of the biggest issues with repeating panels, which would be kind of better since you kind of skim. Like, yeah. But the repeating panels are like part of the joke that he does it a lot, which to be fair, it's a very, very often repeated joke, which you might argue makes it way worse. But it's supposed to be a joke, so it's like, yeah, you could skim. But it wouldn't really take away from the feeling of, man, I just like skimmed over 5 chapters. Like, I've never read a One Piece chapter, because I've said it before in like the server, but the way I read One Piece is like cracked as fuck. So when I eventually went back and like read One Piece, like actually, like actually read the entirety of One Piece, I was never skipping chapters. I was never like, damn, nothing happened for like 5 chapters straight. So even on a reread, you know, you'll still feel these things. The only time I feel like this applies is for monthly series. Because for a monthly series, it's 40 pages per month, but a chapter, nor for a weekly series, is 20 pages per week. Which means that over 4 weeks, you get 80 pages, almost. It's a little close to like 60-something, but 60-something, 70-something, but you get about 80 pages. But for a monthly series, you only get 40 pages. And so for a monthly series, if it's like, okay, you waited 80 pages worth of time for 40 pages worth of content, and those 40 pages weren't all that dense, then like, yeah, it's gonna suck. But then on a reread, you're going through it, and it's not like you're not waiting a month for the 40 pages, it's just 40 pages. So I feel like that applies to monthly series, but for weekly, they're so close to each other that it's not like that different. At least I don't think so. I thought it was 15. No, it's 20. Usually a little bit lower. It can be as low as 15, or in really bad situations like 11 or whatever that one My Hero chapter was. Yeah, remember that one My Hero Academia chapter that was like that was like 10 pages long? Yeah, sometimes it gets real bad and they cut it down like super short. But it's supposed to be 20. I think they can go as high as like 22, 23. And then as low as like 15, 16. I think I usually see like 19 as like the most common page count. But for some series where the artists are just like actual workhorses, I can see as high as 20 per week. How they do it? Beyond me, but they do it. You've played GameCube Animal Crossing? Man, this game can be so mean. That's not supposed to be a question, and no, I have not. Nor do I ever plan on it. Animal Crossing is one of those games where I feel like the quality of life linearly got better with the series. So there's kind of, well, okay, almost linearly, because New Horizons sucks dick, but for the most part, linearly got better. So there's not really any reason to play the older ones once you have the best one. Actually, yeah, no, I shouldn't say that it linearly increased, but that Animal Crossing games are very much like they replace previous ones. Again, until New Horizons was a very big departure in many ways. But yeah, Animal Crossing is one of those series where it's like, oh, once the better game exists, you just play the better one. There's no reason to play the worse ones. Yeah, so it's not like Metal Gear Solid, where you just play Metal Gear Solid 3, then don't play any other ones, because they're all very different. But once you played New Leaf, why would you ever want to play the GameCube one, you know? And I played New Leaf for like 300-something hours, so kinda past due at this point as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, that's enough rambling and bullshit and whatnot from me. See you guys later.